Today we're diving into the important topic of protecting yourself from tax preparer fraud. Hiring a tax preparer can be convenient, but it's crucial to be aware of potential fraud and errors. We will explore steps you can take if your tax returns are not filed correctly, and give advice on choosing a reliable preparer. Let's get started. Here's what we'll cover in today's guide. We'll start by identifying common fraud issues, then move on to resolving missing returns. We'll help you select trustworthy preparers, talk about preventive measures you can take, and finally, understanding possible penalties. Let's begin with the first section. The first step is to verify the status of your tax returns with the IRS. You can use tools like the IRS's transcript service to confirm whether returns were filed and processed. Look for any discrepancies between your records and the IRS data, as these signal potential problems. If you've received any deposit you believe to be a refund, double-check the source of the deposit, as it may not have originated from the IRS. This diagram details the process for dealing with a missing tax return. First, contact the tax preparer immediately and request copies of all filed documents, including those with the Preparer Tax Identification Number, or PTIN. If they are unresponsive or unable to provide documentation, you'll want to file a complaint with your state's Attorney General and the IRS promptly. It's also important to file amended returns as soon as possible, keeping detailed records of all your correspondence and communications. Best practice here is to file amended returns on paper, by certified mail, to maintain accurate records and proof of submission. When selecting a tax professional, you want to verify their credentials to ensure they have a valid PTIN. It's important to check for any disciplinary actions or complaints filed against them with professional organizations or regulatory bodies. Never rely solely on verbal agreements or promises. Always obtain written documentation confirming the services provided and fees charged. Preventing issues is key. Always maintain copies of your tax documentation and confirm the IRS's record of your return immediately after filing. Ensure you compare the tax refund or liability amounts as shown on your return with the information the IRS makes available. Being proactive and taking the initiative in verifying details will protect you in the future. Now it's time for a quick quiz to see what you've learned. What should you first do if your tax return is missing from IRS records? Is it A. Contact the IRS. B. Contact the State Attorney General. C. Contact the tax preparer. Or D. File a new tax return. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to contact the tax preparer. The first step, if your tax return is missing, is to reach out to the tax preparer in order to gather all filed documents. Regarding penalties, the IRS generally won't penalize taxpayers for mistakes made by their tax preparers. However, it's critical to cooperate fully with the IRS during any investigations. Remember that your responsibility lies in ensuring accurate and timely filing of your tax returns, even if a tax preparer is involved. Note that you may still face penalties if any tax fraud or misrepresentation is detected in the tax return documents. In conclusion, taking proactive steps to verify your tax returns and opting for reputable tax professionals can significantly reduce the risk of issues. Remember, if a problem does arise, acting promptly is key to resolving the situation and protecting your financial interests. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to continue receiving valuable content. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time.